Alright, it's been a second since I made any new updates about this. I've been real busy working on the house. So anyways, in our last video, I forget what happened, whatever. It works, it turns on, it's working, we got it playing games. I didn't have the right sound ROMs. I finally got the right sound ROMs. Alright, yeah, so check it out. We got the right sound ROMs. I think I got a video of, like, putting those in. If I do, I'll put them in this video. So anyways, I got everything working and everything's been going great. I was playing games for a while. And then I went to launch the ball. And nothing. It doesn't kick out. Turn this off. So I was doing some poking around and I tested out the coil and then I grounded out the tab on the transistor for it. And it works when you ground out the coil, but it doesn't work when you ground out the tab. So the transistor went bad, and I'll show you the tests I did to try that before I bought a new one. Alright, so all coils are powered on the common side all the time. Now, the ground for this kickout is triggered by the computer. But you can skip the computer and you can simply ground the coil out to test it. So if I throw this on the non-stripe side, this is the ground. And you can touch it to the ground. And the coil fires. So we know the coil's functional. So since we know the coil's functional, the next step is to test out the transistor. So we're going to go into the back. Alright, I got the back open. So if I start a game here, it kicks the ball out. Where it at? Alright, so we started a game, so the flippers are active and the coils are active. So if I take and I connect to my ground over here by the ground strap, then you can trigger these transistors by hitting the tab. That's for the upper kicker. This is for that shooter. And we got nothing. It's completely dead. Try another one. That's for the lights. So anyways, we're failed at this transistor. Now it could be a problem with the connector or the harness, but I'm pretty sure it's the transistor, so I'm just gonna switch it. So next I'm just gonna pull this board out. Then I'm gonna plug in the game, because you should always unplug the game when you're doing shit like this, so you don't do something stupid. A beauty. Alright, we got the board here on the bench. I'm gonna put this new transistor in. This isn't a tutorial, I don't know, I just figured I'd film it. I don't have any flux right now, so we're gonna ignore that. I might use my little magnifier glass here because I can't see too good. Alright, so first I'm just getting some new solder on them. That way it's fresh and not from 1988. Now I'm going to take the solder braid and wick it up. So you just hold it and it'll suck it through. You'll see it start wicking up. Well, you might not. I don't know what you can see right now. Alright, so that's going to take a lot of it off. Not all of it. Haha, it's hot.
Alright, I want to get my little flush cutters. We'll come in here. Give her a little snip. Oh, it hit me in the eye. Kind of sucked. Alright, so same thing. We just gotta do the same thing. Get the little legs out. I'll push it, and it fell through. And I'll push it, and it'll fall through. Let's see if I can just get the last little bit. It can be tough. Normally I wouldn't come on this side, but I can't get these little stupid tabs out. I'm gonna see if we can suck more off this way.
I had to go off camera for a second because I was going nuts trying to unsolder that out of there. But I got some nice see-through holes. Now we're gonna pop this new bitch in. That'll be cool. Match it up, EBC. Come on, fit. There we go, look at that. The tab on this one's way fucking taller, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So I'm gonna leave a little space off the board for air. Let's see, what can I prop this up with? Alright, now comes the nice new easy part. We just gotta add new solder. Damn it. It's always trying to fall off. I don't get the right holders or nothing, you know? Check it out with my magnifying glass because I can't see what I just did at all. Want to make sure they're not touching, nothing's bridged. I think it's all good. I don't know. Tell me what you can see. I can't see shit. I think it's good though. I'll test it. Alright, let's see if we can get a little zoom on this. It's right in the light. You can't see shit. I don't know. It looks good to me. It's not touching. I used a magnifying glass. It took me a second to try and look because I'm old. Alright, I put the board back in and it didn't work. So that's cool. Anyway, so it still launches the fucking thing, and that's supposed to trigger it, but I got nothing. And I tried grounding out the new one, and it didn't work either. So I don't think the first one was even broke, and now I ruined it. So that's kind of lame. So anyways, now I gotta try and track down this red wire all the way back to there and see what I can find. Alright, welcome back to everybody's favorite game show. Alright, I've been doing a lot of investigating. I was looking at the schematic and I was looking for this stupid connector for a half hour, I swear. Because I was looking down there where all these other ones are. So anyways, it comes from that solenoid down into this connector. And then I was peeking behind this connector. I was like, oh, what's this? A little mystery wire. It looks like it's supposed to be here on this bad boy for the solenoid. Or not the solenoid, for the DC on the rectifier. So that's got to go back. And maybe that's the problem. Because I think that goes. That's the same color. And it goes into here. So I'm going to solder that back on and we'll see what's what. Alright, I resoldered that wire. And we're fucking back in business. Anyways, that was nuts. I should have checked all that first. I didn't see any broken solder joints. And that bridge, it goes through that rectifier, isn't on the diagram. So it like skips over it. Anyways, it's fixed. I didn't need to replace that transistor at all. It was probably completely fine. And I should have known that because it was working until it stopped working. But, you know, you never fucking know. So anyways, we learned something today. And now we get to play the game.